Just remember, James, it was all honor.
Lee Spencer, catchfoods.com. Congratulations, James. To kind of follow up on what Dustin was saying, Trix has been talking, he's been on the fence about retirement the last few years too. Does running well just kind of, solve all ills? Or cure all ills? He seems so reinvigorated this year. He seems like, Martin of old.
Yeah, definitely running definitely doesn't hurt, but he plays his cards pretty close to his chest, so who knows what the hell he's thinking. But it's definitely all pointing in the right direction if he wants to stick around.
What's the difference between last year and this year?
We make less mistakes. Nothing. We never change that process. We never stop believing. It's just we're executing. You have to be, to win a race, you have to be perfect. You have to execute. And so many times last year we were so close and just things would go wrong and things like that. And to be fair, like we're doing a better job now as a team, on pit road with the cars, everything. And the guys back at the shop have been working really hard. But the way we ran here last year, we were terrible. It was embarrassing. You come to Sonoma with Mart and Truex and you expect to win. And thankfully today we gave him a car and he was able to do that.
Thank you.
We'll go to Zach.
Zach Sterniel on NASCAR.com. James, to that point, with as bad as Toyota as a whole was last year, what have you noticed, particularly at JGR, that's different for your road course program this year that has allowed the manufacturer to produce results?
I think some of the changes with the aero package helped us. It fixed what potentially we thought were some of our weaknesses. And we have a better understanding of a car on road courses now, so and what we need. We were having to do things last year that were so out of the box to try and make the car do things in certain areas that we thought it needed to do, and now everything just makes more sense. We don't seem so stupid anymore. So it's nice from our end that we can go back to using logic.
Are there any other questions for James? We'll go in the back to Bob.
Bob Parker, Fox Sports. James, it seems that with the transaxle and these cars kind of made for road courses, that guys are making less mistakes. Were you, knowing that you kind of had the dominant car, were you feeling any, more confident or a little bit more hopeful that the race would just play out without any or many cautions?
Yes, that was my hope. I said this morning, I just hope this race goes green because we'll kill them. And we had those two cautions at not great times, obviously trying to get stage points there at the end of the second stage and, at the end. But thankfully, it all kind of worked out. So even when you look back last year, there was a caution for an engine blow up and a wheel that fell off. So we weren't expecting many and we didn't really get that many.
Go in the back to Dustin.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. James, top 7 in points within 32 points. So obviously there's still a lot of movement. Obviously I know there's 10 races left in the regular season, but that's a lot of movement for a lot of playoff points. As you talk about execution, what are these next 10 races going to be like for you and for everybody else trying to compete for those spots?
Yeah, it's just trying to make the most out of every day with the car you have. If you have a 5th place car, you need to run 5th or better and just try and score as many points as possible because there's a huge amount of playoff points for first in points, and that's something I'm sure everybody's got their eye on, but we're working towards trying to achieve that.
Also, and I know you got the off weekend, but after that you got Nashville and the street course in Chicago. How much work have you guys done on Chicago, or how much have you started looking at that, or is that starting to come up for you?
It's starting to come up now. In all things that we live in the simulation world, we're waiting on track scans and things like that. So we'll get to work on that this week, and that's going to be an interesting race, that's for sure.
Go ahead.
Hi, Adam Caroline from RacingRefresh.com. You get the win the week before the off week, the only off week of the season. Does that mean you get to celebrate an extra week, or is it right back to work tomorrow?
I guess so. You're only as good as your last weekend, so at least we get to savor that for 2. So we're not complaining.
Do you have any big plans for the off week, or are you right back to work?
I'll go into work tomorrow and just make sure I go and thank everyone at the company one by one. And yeah, I'm going to Colorado for a few days, so chill out for a week.
We'll go over here to John in the back.
JohnNewbyHeavy.com. I was talking to Michael McDowell out there, and he said that with the next gen car, it's to the point where the competition level is just so even because the drivers, they already have that talent, but the cars are so close. So how much confidence and how much does it make your job easier having Martin as your driver, especially at tracks like this?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Like, he just knows every little thing, and in and out, bump, curve, where you need to be, and everywhere on this track, He's obviously got the most wins here, led the most laps, and, it definitely makes my job easier, working with him here, that's for sure.
Any final questions? All right, we'll wrap with Dustin.
Hey James, on that caution at 51 that just kind of flipped everything, and I know obviously you guys came out 10th, first car with tires. How was it, what did it mean for Martin to get up there, or how important was it to get through there quickly? What did you see out of what he was able to do? Obviously he's got a fast car, probably the best car out there, but you can easily get in a situation and get yourself in trouble and ruin your day pretty easily too.
Yeah, for sure. It's with this car, it's so easy to do, and when you get damaged with it, it kind of just turns to shit. So, he was methodical about how he got through there, and by doing so, he also didn't use up his tires, too much, so we could chase down Kyle. But all those restarts, that one and then the M1, he just kept his head and was really smart.
Awesome. All right, James, thank you for your time. Congratulations.